My name is Matt Lane, and I have never seen Star Wars.
I honestly envy you so much because you get to experience Star Wars for the very first time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I will never have this experience again, ever in my life, and you get it right now. We're gonna be watching it in order, chronologically, episode 1 all the way to the end of episode 8, and then finishing off with episode 9, which is gonna come out in December. It's August right now, so we got a long ways to go. Are you ready, Matt?
I'm gonna stay open-minded. I've never been to Nerdsville. I'm gonna give it a shot.
A lot of people like Star Wars, not just nerds.
Nope.
Lily just threw up all over everything.
So these cats are straight badasses. Holy balls. Damn it. First of all, overpowering to the senses.
All right, Matt, we got 7 more to go.
7 more to go, yeah.
You will fall in love with it by the end.
I'm giving it a chance.
Good.
I really don't see me falling in love with this.
I'm just glad that you're at least open to the chance.
I'll give it a chance.
I was expecting you not to fall in love with it at episode 1, but there is much better stuff to come.
Darth Maul was rad. Right? Makeup was incredible. What's his face had an awesome line.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn had
Qui-Gon Jinn.
He had an awesome line. I found a little value there. Unbelievably overstimulated. I'm nervous about ongoing here.
It's gonna be great.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean.
So, what did you think?
I thought it was long as hell and so detailed that I lost track of everything.
Your hair looks good though.
Oh, God.
Did you really not like it?
It was pretty bad.
You really didn't like it?
Nah, I didn't.
What? You didn't like it?
I can't. It's just so much happening. It's just.
I can't even deal with this.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in you, man.
Excuse me, sir.
Well, we got one more, episode 3, which is my favorite of the prequels.
I was really thrown off for a second when Anakin's arm got cut off. Because I do know, like everybody knows the scene of Darth Vader. He cuts off Luke Skywalker's arm. He's like, "No, you're my father!" Oh.
Right.
So I was really thrown off for a second because in my head I was thinking that was the dude that got his arm cut off. And I was like, that can't happen. That was way too early, and Darth wasn't even there. Why hasn't Darth even been mentioned yet?
We got like 6
We're getting there. Just got to Matt's house. This is the 3rd week. We're about to watch episode 3. If he doesn't begin to at least start liking Star Wars at this point, I don't know what to say. Part 3 of the prequel trilogy is my favorite, and I know the prequel trilogy gets kind of a bad rap, but hopefully if he doesn't enjoy anything in this one, hopefully the original trilogy will begin to change the tide a little bit, but here we go.
Help you, sir. Who are you looking for?
Yeah, we're here for episode 3, please.
Oh, episode 3. Yes, come on in.
Hey, how you doing over here? Welcome.
Hey, Ron Jeremy, you ready for episode 3?
Ron Jeremy.
Not that I would know who that is, I just...
I'm hopeful that when we hit the older ones, that it won't be as like a shock to my system of like the stimulation of like da, 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 like with the laser fights and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Anakin, let's be fair. Today you are the hero.
I'm pregnant.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Now, Lord Vader.
Execute Order 66.
You brought him here to kill me!
No!
You turned her against me!
You were the chosen one! I hate you!
All right, Matt, you just finished episode 3. What did you think? It was great, wasn't it?
Why do they do this so hardcore?
You loved it,
so
didn't you?
stimulating. It really is. All right, but this was different. This one was better. Now I feel like I actually give a crap. They introduced Darth Vader. I was waiting on that. I was waiting. I don't love it, but I give a crap.
You will.
You will.
You will.
It's time for Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
This one takes place between episode 3 and 4. It's really like 3.999. This one goes directly into episode 4.
Last week was the first movie that I actually felt myself starting to give a crap. I'm not in love, but I give a crap about the storyline now. It feels like less ongoing drama, blah, blah, blah. There's like a real storyline, I feel. Still think they don't need to drag out the fight scenes as long. Okay, moving on.
I'm one with the Force is with me.
The Force is with me. There is no better name, and the day is coming soon.
What is it they've sent us?
Hope.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Explain to you. You know what happened.
I don't know what's going on. We'll see you next week.
So today we're watching Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. If Matt does not start getting hooked on this movie when this one's over, it may be our last hope. Are you ready for Episode 4, the original 1977?
I'm actually excited about this one.
Our little group has really grown here too.
That's fine. I've seen it many times.
I'm legitimately interested in the original first one ever, and that's what this is. Let's do it, nerds.
You may fire when ready.
What?
Obi-Wan. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Your father's lightsaber. Him as a blaster.
The Force?
Now, the Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It surrounds us, it penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together. I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
All right, just finished Episode 4, Matt.
A New Hope.
I enjoyed the simplicity.
And the Womp Rats.
Oh, the Womp Rats, that was hilarious. I used to shoot Womp Rats with my T-16 back home. That was just great. The fight scene with Darth and what's his face?
Obi-Wan.
That was hilarious. They were just like zoom, zoom. I respect this being the first one, but it does make me wonder, like, where the hell is that going? Like, what's the next movie?
The next one's actually my favorite.
Okay. Till next week, folks.
Episode 5. Yay, yay! Are you ready, Matt?
Let's watch some terrible. No, I'm just kidding.
This is the best one. Literally the best
one.
Personally, my favorite Star Wars. If Matt doesn't like this one, I don't think that there's any hope. I think we've reached the end. If Matt's not swayed by this one, this might be a lost cause.
Do or do not. There is no try.
No. I am your father.
Leia.
That was another one.
You didn't like that one at all?
No, it's all right, it was not overwhelming, so I appreciated that. Having said that, I can't keep up with what the hell's going on.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean?
It's a very simple storyline.
No, I agree, but I appreciated that we weren't on like Planet Flu this at this moment, and then
Yeah, this was a very simple story.
very simple story. So I did like that.
So that was easier to follow.
It was interesting to see Yoda and how basic he was then. I mean, like whenever they made this movie. Really interesting to see his evolution. His newer version was very very cool. I don't hate it. I don't know why everyone likes Star Wars as much as they do.
Okay. Do you
This one's just really leading into like the temptation of Luke and him wanting to join. And I think Obi-Wan not telling him that it was his father was not a good idea.
That's what screwed him up.
Because it's like, well, why, Obi-Wan, why are you hiding things from me?
like,
So I think it makes the choice harder.
Yeah, this one and number 3, pretty good.
Matt, are you ready for episode 6?
You know, Holden, I don't have a choice, and I'm just glad you're all here so we can suffer together.
It's not. You're the only one that's suffering.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character right now?
Vegeta, for sure.
Oh my god.
Yoda, for real, has got some legit respect. Qui-Gon Jinn, just because of that quote.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
You're coming with me. I'll not leave you here. I've got to save you.
You already have.
Shit never ends. How many more are there?
We have 2 left. So you didn't like that one.
It just like 18 stories going on at the same time. It's just dragging on and just so damn long. God.
So tonight is episode 7, and I'm really curious because episode 7 was considered generally to be pretty good, but ultimately a rehash of episode 4. What I'm really curious about is next week, episode 8, because it's generally considered not to be that great among Star Wars fans, but I'm wondering if that will be the one that Matt will like, because I feel like at this point, if Matt hasn't been hooked on it, I don't think episode 7 or 8 is going to convince him. So, I don't know, we could be surprised. All right, episode 7, you ready?
Hey, how are you, Holden Hardman fans? The Harmy, we're back at it again with the Star Wars.
No Hardman.
Holden Harmy.
I am still trying to give it a chance. I respect the franchise, being one of the biggest.
Greatest is the word.
Okay, I respect it all. I respect it. I have a feeling that this episode is going to be like similar episodes where it's just a lot of overkill, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm still hopeful. We'll see.
The garbage will do.
My son is alive.
No.
Best one yet. Hands down, best one yet. There was a sprint. Brianna is completely asleep, it looks like over here. I give that an 8 out of 10. Out of all of them that I've seen.
The rest were 3s, right?
Yeah, the rest were 3s. Now, let me tell you why. This one, the story, still have no clue what's going on, but there was so much less, and I felt like I could follow it. There was less planets that we were flying to. There was, I don't know. I feel like I was able to follow it even though I don't know what's going on. The 0.2 seconds of humor. Seriously, that was the best one. First of all, it was really well done as a movie, and visually, it looked really, really good. It didn't feel too over the top like the others have felt. Episode 7, best one so far. Really.
Ready for episode 8. The final week before episode 9 comes out in a month. It's the best Star Wars ever. Right, guys?
Just breathe.
The greatest teacher failure is.
All right, Matt. You've watched every Star Wars movie except for Solo.
And the Christmas special.
And the Christmas special, but we can skip those.
I would have no idea which one is which. If you were like, all right, here they all are.
So which did you like this one the best, or was it the last one that you liked the best?
The last one was the least worst, yes.
I said that hurts my feelings just a little bit.
This shit was just all over the place. Like, I feel like there's no reality to it. Like, no, that's not the right word. I think this is definitely a deep series that you have to see more than once. I don't know if I'm willing to do that, because I think naturally I'm not drawn to this sort of thing. I think overall, as a whole, you know, I respect that it's such a big franchise, but for me, you know, I don't think it's my thing, but I can understand why everybody would love it.
You didn't like any of them.
I would never sit down and watch any of these by myself.
Now that you've seen every Star Wars movie, which one was your favorite?
The 7th one.
Episode 7? So Matt watched every Star Wars movie, through Rogue One to Episode 8. Didn't like it. I don't know what to say. We're going to be at Episode 9. We're going to try and get tickets for the first show, so come out and see us. It would be really, really great. We're going to bring Matt along, even though he hates it.
I'll be there.
Thank you for watching this very long video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't crucify Matt too much for not liking it.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
All right. We appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. May the Force be with us all.